So I recently upgraded my GoPro, as you can see here, to the Hero 13 Black. Now my previous one was a Hero 7 Black, so it's been about 6 years. I think they release a new one every year based on their numbering system. It's been about 6 years, and there have been some good changes that I'm really excited about this. So whether you've had one before or whether it's your first one, happy to walk you through this. One of my favorite things is this whole camera is actually slightly bigger, which I kind of like. I don't necessarily mind the size of it. Obviously, there are other cameras that are way tinier, so if being the smallest camera possible is what you care about, this probably isn't the move. But it means that I have a slightly bigger screen, which I really like, because obviously when you're out using a GoPro in rugged circumstances where it's ideal to use a GoPro and you don't have to worry about it, it is great to have a bigger screen to be able to work with things. So as you can see here, you got me on the screen, that big screen, but one of my favorite upgrades is now you have the forward-facing screen. So if you're doing any kind of selfie content, you can actually see yourself and what you're doing, check your framing, your composition, and all of that, as well as just, you know, general indicators here of your frame rate, the quality that you're shooting in, yeah, your aspect ratio. You can see I'm shooting in 16:9, 4K, 60 frames a second in a wide frame setup. Then you can also see some things like the battery charge and things like that. So, I mean, for the most part, very similar to GoPros of the past. One change that I do like is you used to have to buy a housing for it that had these prong attachments. Now, they actually embed that in there. So you can attach this to any GoPro accessory without having to put it in a housing. I also appreciate that in recent years they added just a normal screw there so that you can actually put it on other camera mounts, you know, like a tripod, be able to put the shoe on there, or any other just general photography mounts that don't use this 3 kind of fork model. The receiving end has 3 pieces that go in here and then a pin that fastens it on the side. I'm going to show you what that looks like. But now it's just built right into the housing of the camera. So when you want to attach it to any GoPro accessories, you can just slide that right on, fit the screw through the holes, and now I can slide that in to any accessory, tilt the camera as I need to, tighten it up to lock it and keep it from going anywhere. So I actually think that's super convenient. The one kind of hesitancy or question I have that I'm interested to see is how long these last. Is there some normal wear and tear where these things could break? I don't know. They feel pretty sturdy right now. They do feel like these are actually metallic and not plastic, but even in the event that they do break, I'm kind of glad that I have that general just screw mount, so that I can still use that with anything else, and I really don't think that is going to break. So super happy with this. I recently took it on a vacation to the Caribbean, used it in the water. It did great. Obviously very rugged. You can actually still see a little bit of sand kind of build up in there from the trip, but really great. I love these mostly because when I'm out taking videos of myself or my kids or anything like that, I don't have to worry about it getting wet. I don't have to worry about it getting dirty. I can leave my phone or my nicer cameras somewhere safe and just be able to capture really great memories, some really beautiful shots and photos, just with this right here. So as always, GoPro's great. 13 feels like no exception.